at part 2 of our library history series now. In part 1, we learned about the very beginnings of the library, our first librarian, Pauline, and about the first edition. Lots of firsts. In this part, we're going to learn about edition number 2 and 3. And if you hang in there till the very end, there's a little bonus feature. Something Pauline said in her speech that I did not remember at all. Thanks for watching. The library plugged along. It increased annual circulation every year. And somewhere in there, Pauline said, you know what? You guys need to pay someone to do this job. It's a real full-time job now. And guess who was hired on July 1st of 1991? The face which has become most synonymous with our library, you'd have to say. Janelle, of course. As a non-chronological aside, in 1999, the library assistant position was created, and we've had great ones. Teresa, Donna, Callie, well, and now myself. Not that I'm including myself in great, I'm the current one. We'll leave it at that. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's go back to 1996. The library had been open for almost 10 years at this point, and the circulation was up, the collection was up, and more shelf space was needed. So Frank and Betty to the rescue, they donated the money for a 760 square foot addition, which was bumped off the far end of the building towards the fire hall. 10 years to the day that the library served its first patron, there was a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the 10th anniversary and the addition project. Pauline was there, Janelle, Frank, Betty. Pauline had a very nice speech outlining the history of the library.
At 10 a.m., 10 years ago today, our first patron entered the library.
Betty had a few words, including this cute line.
When Frank and I proposed this, we'd never even heard of a Dewey Decimal System. I didn't know what it was.
And Frank, well, he didn't say much, but he did hand over an additional check, which then went towards a computer system, which would become the basis for computerizing the entire library collection. Here again is that drone shot of the entire roofline of the library. A reminder, the white section is the original footprint, the yellow is the Sullivan Room, and now our second edition is here in blue. Construction began in 2019 on our latest edition, and it's been pretty much completed at this point. Janelle's been around long enough now to see quite an evolution of how the library gets used. She realized that we need office space with doors where people can close the doors and have a conference call because so many people are doing work from their laptops, wherever they go and wherever they are. We also needed a medium-sized room for patrons to do projects like digitizing their home movies and photos. And we needed some indoor storage space. That one slipped by Pauline when she was giving Betty and Frank ideas on what a library needed. And we wanted to provide a comfortable spot to use our Wi-Fi 24 hours a day. Right now, it's being used and is perfect for our curbside service pickup. We were going to have a ribbon cutting and grand opening sort of a thing on June 22nd to commemorate the original opening date of the library, but of course that's been put on pause. But regardless of what kind of ceremony we have or don't have, we definitely have a library we can be proud of. And here are some great exterior shots of the whole thing, thanks to Kurt and the kindness of strangers. This is his drone footage. It's awesome. And here we are in the backyard. Why? I don't know why, just cause. You never see the back of a building, do you? Just always the nice fancy front. But here you go, the back. That's the end of part 2 of the history of the library. Next time, you get to actually take a walking tour with me through the whole thing. It gets kind of long. Too bad, because we're doing the old part, the new part, the kind of medium old part, the really sort of old. We're doing the whole dang thing, okay? You get to see the whole building. Hope you don't mind.
And we used to have the kids on the floor over here at night. The Byram children, the Krembs children, and they'd be down on the floor in front of the desk, pasting pockets and putting ownership stamps on. And they really were helpful.
Did you catch that in Pauline's speech about the kids helping out, the Byrams and the Krembs? That would have been my brother and me. And I don't remember doing that at all. I was little at that point. But I don't include that little snippet as a, oh, aren't you special? But actually,
it did kind of make me feel special, I have to admit. And it also just kind of reminded me how much of a part of my entire life this library has been. So I just included that as a fun bonus.